Today we're at Snow Peak Campfield in Long Beach, Washington, and I'm going to be giving you a full tour of this, the Snow Peak Jyubako. Let's go take a look. So walking up to the Jyubako, you have a nice little covered area with a light up top. You have this beautiful sliding glass door here. And as you walk in, you'll notice there is a sign here that says, "Welcome and please remove your shoes." So definitely no shoes inside here. At the front entryway of the Jyubako, you have 3 hooks here. This is the Snow Peak umbrella. So you also have your light switch controls right here. So the entryway also has tile. It's the only other material pretty much in here. And you have your bathroom suite off to the side. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But yeah, as we walk into the living space here, you're greeted to just warm wood tones all over the place, from floor to ceiling. We have a full kitchenette, and that comes with a 2-burner electric stove. You have all your eating utensils right here. Up top in the cabinets, this is where your pots and pans. You have mugs, plates, bowls, everything you would pretty much need for preparing a meal. In here, you'll pretty much have it. And this is also a cutting board, and you have a full-size chef knife in here as well. I own this set, so pretty familiar with it, which is nice. And all your cooking utensils are gonna live in here, so you'll have a spoon, spatula, a ladle. Pretty basic, but everything you would need, like I said, pretty much to cook a decent meal. And back here, I love this. So this is the Snow Peak pour over coffee set here. I used it for the first time this morning, and it was absolutely fantastic. It's just like a mini takibi fire pit, so it was super cool to use that. You also have tea, pre-ground coffee right here as well, which was a nice touch. You'll have soap in a nice glass jar, and this is a pretty decent sized sink. So sometimes you get these little dinky sinks, you know, in smaller spaces like this, but no, this was super easy to wash dishes in, and you have a pull out hose nozzle as well, which was really nice. So there's not a lot of counter space up top here, but below here, you can get this board out, which is basically like a cutting board, but it nests perfectly with this sink right here. So this can give you extra counter space to prepare food and meals and stuff like that, because you're pretty limited in terms of space. But with this here, this basically enables a whole other area for prepping. So in this cabinet here is actually a hidden mini refrigerator, and it's a pretty decent sized fridge, honestly. You can get quite a bit of stuff in there. I love that they didn't just throw a fridge down here and call it good. This has a full covered wood panel on it. So below the countertop here, you also have a light that turns on underneath the cabinet. It's a really nice touch, especially when you're prepping your food. And you also have an outlet here, so if you want to plug any electronic kitchen accessories, you can do that as well. So in the living room here, you have a nice comfortable spot to sit down. And my favorite part is just honestly looking out this window right here. You have a beautiful view of the surrounding landscape all around you. And the windows don't just stop here. I mean, they are carved out and nestled throughout this entire cabin. So you also have the IGT sliding table, which is a really nice coffee table for inside here. I think it looks beautiful. I love the industrial look of it. I actually really like the carpet choice as well. I think it just makes the whole environment look super cozy. And speaking of cozy, these pillows are super cool. The first time I saw them, I was like, oh man, I love the way the denim looks on here. So I looked it up actually. It's called Peak Cabin is the brand by them. And they're using like Japanese denim on here, and I think they look absolutely fantastic. To the right of the futon here, we have the stacking shelves, and in here you'll just have just other things you would need inside of here. You have your towels, you have some games, you have some books, tissues, stuff like that. So it's a nice little accessory side storage unit, and underneath you'll have a basket with a hair dryer. So if you forget to bring yours, you're not out of luck. And you have extra storage, so you can definitely store little things underneath the couch to keep it nice and tidy in here to free up that space. And speaking of storage, underneath the bed here, you have a full drawer that pulls out. You could definitely fit a duffel or some backpacks inside of here as well. I also like how underneath the bed has that light strip that wraps around the full length of it. And this is a queen size bed up top here. This is one of my favorite windows in this entire cabin. Even though it's one of the smallest windows, I love the way that it carves out and has that depth to it. You have another window that's larger and looks right out into the view. You have this nice wool blanket towards the bottom of the bed, and your AC and heat unit is right above there as well. And that same light strip that was down there at the bottom there also carries out throughout the entire length of the Jyubako. So all the windows have full coverage blinds in here. So if you want to block out that light and create a little bit more privacy, you can definitely close things up in here. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and check out the bathroom. So you have this sliding glass door that leads you to your shower and toilet. So this is all in one actually, but it doesn't feel crammed in here at all, to be honest. So you have a curtain that wraps around right here, so it keeps the toilet area dry, which is nice. And this glass door will fully close up here to create a nice shower space. And yeah, the way it wraps around, so if you come in here, you can see the way it wraps around, it's not squared off or anything like that. You have all this space all around you in here, so it doesn't feel tiny at all. But there's a few touches in here that for me make it extra special, and that's having this window and the wood paneling that continues to the top of the ceiling here. That's carried on as well in the design. You also have shower gel, conditioner, shampoo, and then you also have your wooden bath mat to step out onto after you're finished showering. And the drain is tucked away nicely in the back corner here, so water isn't gonna come out all over the place. I also like that it's not in the center, so you don't have to walk on the drain. It's just a really nice touch the way everything is placed inside this bathroom. I feel like with how small this bathroom is, the use of space is absolutely incredible in here. So opening up the living room window here, you unlock it from down there, and then this entire panel just slides open. So now onto the back platform. Watch your head as you come out, but you have a nice place to just sit down here, eat a meal, and just soak in the view all around you. So this platform is actually on all the Jyubako units, but they don't all have this expansive of a platform deck. So only select units have this. And I have to say, I really like having this extension deck right here. And I love the way that it's carved out and shaped perfectly into the landscape. I mean, it blends in seamlessly all around you. And I love how they created so much privacy. The next Jyubako is actually, you know, right over behind this tree here, but you can't really even see that it's there. So around the corner, you have your Takibi fire pit, and you'll also have your single action folding large table and chairs. So you'll have a nice little dining section that you can either bring back here or just sit out in the shade in the corner there. So the exterior of the Jyubako is fully clad in wood panels as well. A cool thing about the Jyubako is they're actually on wheels. So these things are on a trailer platform, which I would have never guessed when you go inside of it, especially. From the outside, I mean, it doesn't look very big, but when you walk in, the sense of space, it really does a good job of tricking your eye because of that all wood design and the way the windows are carved out and the depth that's created. Yeah, it's pretty remarkable how these feel inside with the sense of space. So right down the path here, you also have their Ofuro spa that you get access to staying here. And this is just such an amazing place to relax. If the Jyubako wasn't relaxing enough, you have a full hot soaking tub here, sauna, cold plunge, pretty much everything you need for the ultimate relaxation package. I mean, after staying here just one weekend, I think I need to come here more often because I didn't realize how much I needed this. All right, well, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for the tour of the Jyubako. I have to say, this has been an incredible first day here, and I already can't wait to return. Let me know what you all think of the Jyubako in the comments down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.